Cory Thomas Fisk is Construction Management Technology Department Head, a professor for Cosumnes River Community College, and soon to be GLA's newest partnering facilitator. Cory, thank you so much for joining me on A Moment with GLA.
Thank you for having me.
Cory, tell me about how you ended up in the construction industry and your experience.
Well, it really was through my dad. Being able to work summers in construction was an income that most young people don't really get to enjoy. So I could work hourly for $18 to $20 an hour, and it was enough to be able to put some money in the bank for myself while I was putting myself through school. And so it also, I think my dad had an idea that it would be an undeniable reason for me to go back to school every fall, because when you have to work that hard during the summer, school looks pretty good when fall rolls around. So I used to, the very first year I did it, I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to be a flag girl, just like everybody does. But I don't think people really realize how hard that is, because you're standing on your feet on the pavement, which is significantly warmer than anywhere else. And so, it could be 120 degrees out there standing on the pavement all day long. And usually in those kind of jobs, there are 14-hour days where you're bringing in asphalt trucks and all of that as a flag person. And so the following year, I was like, whatever you do, give me a shovel. I do want to be a flag person. And so I started doing laboring, and that would be like stripping forms or digging trenches. And so I worked for a number of different companies during the summer. We did an earth dam and worked on a bunch of road projects. I worked on a rock crusher one summer. And so these experiences gave me the opportunity to really kind of drive where I wanted to go with my future. And I had been going to Texas A&M University, and it was always my dream to be able to work with horses and equine science. So I got a Bachelor of Science from Texas A&M University. But when I graduated, I realized that my student loans were as much as the annual salary that I would be making in agriculture. And so I thought, well, I'll go back and I'll work as a laborer for a year and work some overtime and make enough money to pay off these student loans and then go into the horse industry. But so be it, is that the job that I got on did not have any overtime. And I was just out there working as a laborer 8 hours a day. It was the worst winter they had ever had. They had 8 foot of snow, which usually means 3 foot of mud. And my dad actually was an operator, and he was looking for work. So he walked into the head construction management trailer, and he had his Texas Aggie jacket on that he was so proud of his daughter who had graduated from there. And it so happened that the senior project manager of the $250 million prison project also graduated from Texas A&M. So he drove his car out there. He found me. He did an interview on the spot, and he offered me an opportunity to work as a construction manager in the office. So I did that, and it was an amazing experience. Unfortunately, he ended up getting very sick, and he and I were the only ones there closing out the project. And so the director of corrections basically put it all in my hands and had total confidence that I would be able to close this project out. And she guided me and helped me through it. I was able to complete it. And from there, kind of developed a reputation for myself of being able to handle big jobs. And so at 24, I went down to the California Substance Abuse Facility in Corcoran. And I was started as an ACM assistant there. And within 6 weeks, I was the head of bid package 10, which is for low voltage controls. And so from there, my construction management career really took off. And the money was so good in the construction industry that it was really hard to find my way back to agriculture. And so I really just felt that this was going to pay for my passion. And so on the side, I continued raising horses and, working with their genetics to build the perfect barrel horse. But I was able to afford to do that because of my construction management career.